gladly to announce that we are about to finish. Yes, we are about to finish.
How many more lessons?
Yeah, very soon only. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, we have already finished the introductions about the learning attitude. Second is the benefit of meditation. You may try to recall the video clip. But the most important thing is whether the advantage, whether do you really experience the advantage which is stated in the video clip and which is set by you. It is important. You have to see the progress. All right. The third one is about the condition. We talk about the self-restraint. 3 types of people, 2 types of strong people, method of repentance, sign of eradication of major offenses. Okay, it helps you, especially if you have acquaintance they have the problem of the major offenses. 3.2 is about the adequacy of requisites. It's about the curve and the right livelihood. Okay, it helps also, especially you have children, it's about this age. 3.3 is living in a leisure and quiet place. 3.4, stop outer causes and businesses and close to Kayana Mitata. All right. Okay. For those who have attained 1-day retreat before, so Mr. and Miss, you understand how important the leisure, quiet place, and stop outer causes and businesses are so important for you. All right. Okay. But Michelle, have you ever attained 1-day retreat in other places before? Not yet, lah. Okay, you should try before the graduations at least once. Okay, it's good. All right. Then about number 4 is the condemned desires and abandoned hindrances. Okay. First is abandoned greed. Second is abandoned hatred. Yes, we have already finished. All right. So today, I think our scope is about number 3, abandoning sloth and torpor. Number 4, abandoning worry and restlessness. And number 5 is abandoning doubt. Besides, I think we are able to cover practice, which is meditating by sitting. So class, actually we have 5 steps of meditation. The first and second have been covered in the first lesson. So we will finish the other 3, all right? Okay, this is in the part of the Samatha and the theory of the Vipassana. So I think, okay, this is the area we are managed to cover. Then the rest will be in the last lesson, including a simple open book test. So you have to go through a test, open book 1. All right. Okay, let me try to recap. Okay, it's in our previous lesson. All right. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we go to the condemned desires and abandoned hindrances. Okay, this is all about. This is, if let's say you cannot meditate well, okay, before number 4.0, all are the external causes. But now, all is your internal causes, okay? You have to understand it so that you can analyze that for each sitting, why do you sit well and why don't you sit well? You have to understand why, okay? Then you must be able to repeat, the factor which make you success. All right. We hope that one day, okay, if you got sick or the moment you're about to die, you can master the causes, the factor, then you can sick or die peacefully. All right. Okay. Then number first one is abandoning the greed. In the previous lesson, greed is the first unwholesome root, covers all degrees of selfish desire, longing, attachment, and clinging. Its characteristic is grasping an object. Remember the video clip class? All right. A lady who is shopaholic. All right. So from the video clip, we understand that she sees enjoyment in things that lead to bondage. Okay, and it become her trouble. All right. Then second is about abandoning the hatred. Okay, hatred dosa is the second unwholesome root, comprises all kinds and degrees of aversion, ill will, anger, irritation, annoyance, and animosity. Okay, Well, I think if you remember that the video clip we show, okay, is partial from the movie, namely Brave. Okay, and from that part, there is a conflict between a mother and her child. All right, a princess, okay, a queen and a princess. And from the movie, from the video clip, we notice once both of them are angry, they will destroy the. Let's take a look. It's this. Okay. There. Let me have a look. Burnout was. Yeah. Okay. Hey, good. We have gone through, right? Not. Eh? Did we go through the video clip? A conflict between the queen and the daughter. We haven't. No, you. Okay. So we just finished the first one, abandoning great in me, right? Okay. So now, okay, please try to read it out. Abandoning hatred. Okay, hatred. Okay. Dosa.
Dosa, the second unwholesome root comprises all kinds of degrees of emotion, including anger, irritation, annoyance, and animosity. Its characteristic is ferocity. Its function is to spread or to burn out its own support, that is, mind and body, on which it arises. It is manifested as persecuting, and its proximate cause is a ground for annoyance.
Okay, so please highlight the point. All right. So we'll go through another video clip for explanation. So finally, the ring welcome you all along the journey. A heavy ring, right? Wrong, bro. So the whole world know that you were caught by the ring. The whole world. And the wrong person. Doesn't matter. Have a seat, okay? So we start the second video clip. It's about the brave. Okay, let's take a look. All right. So just now, okay, from the video clip, okay, we noticed that, okay, there's a conflict between a queen and the princess. All right, okay. Well, this is partial of the movie. It doesn't matter. We don't know the whole story. But the thing, what really drew our attention is about the conflict and the relationship between with our dharma. Let's take a look. Okay. Since both of them are in anger, all right, the way we see is they are burnt up its own support during the anger, all right. The support means what? Our heart. 1,000 years ago, the Buddhism already discovered that once the people anger, the heart will be attacked. The heart will attack due to the excessive flow of the blood. Okay, and maybe of course you might have some problem in your healthy, maybe high in cholesterol and blockage in the artery that will cause you a heart attack. But we notice that our heart is the main center for the arises of the consciousness. Maybe nowadays science we keep on telling us that the brain is the major part to process all the information, to think. And maybe our brain is our self, and our self is our brain. But no, nowadays another scientist discovered that, another type of the scientist discovered that once, if let's say a person, all right, they arise the metta, they arise the loving kindness. They notice that the magnetic field in our heart is thousands more times the brain. This is something very new. Okay, okay, maybe I can show you another part of the video clip. Okay, it proves that actually the heart is the main causes. How to say? Our heart is the how should I pray it? 就是我们心脏啊，才是主要啊思想应该这样子讲哈，心脏才是我们的心的重要的成分，不完全是大脑。You need to say that heart is the major organs to manifest ourselves, but not the brain only. Okay, I think why people always connect the brain when you talk about the perception, when you talk about the personality, is due to the test on the stroke people. Because when people stroke, all right, they will lose their partial ability, depends on the area of the brain. Am I right? Okay, so this is the accumulation of the experience, especially from the stroke people. Then we notice that, oh, okay, when he got stroke, what function gone? He got stroke, another function gone. So this is how we prove that our brain is our cell. All right, but let me show you another video clip that partial of our personality is related to our heart. Okay, so let me show you this. Okay. Helps us with the video clip, make us learn things easily. So take a look. Okay, meaning to say that we have two types of the how to say energy. One is the electromagnetic field. Another is the magnetic field. So meaning to say that the magnetic field in our heart is larger than in our brain. All right. So let's take a look. We go back to our dharma. Okay, from here, the mind and body in which it arises, it is manifested as persecuting, and it is proximate cause is the ground for annoyance. Okay, in the simple way, ground for annoyance is you see the mistake, you see the shortcoming. All right. We have a different personalities. For the hatred type people, they have a tendency to see the shortcoming of somebody, which is opposite with the greedy type people. Okay, greedy type people used to see the beauty of somebody, the good point of the somebody. So that is the difference. All right. And from the movie just now, class, do you remember that or not? Once the princess is in anger, what did she do? What does she do just now? She used a knife to cut something, right? Actually, that is the knitting product from the queen. All right, you see three people there. All right, so this is the picture for a whole family, and she cut. She cut it become two, and immediately we notice that the queen is so angry. All right, so how does the queen reiterate? The queen grabs her bow, right, the bow, and throw into the fire. All right. Okay. Why? Because the princess' hobbies is hunting. His favorite is hunting. We need to say that bow is the something which is his favorite. All right. So in a simple way, we can conclude that the person who can really hurt you is the one who knows you well, not the stranger. Since both of them know each other so well, once they are angry, they will try to destroy their favorite. And in order to, how to say, how should I put it? Okay, so in a simple way that, okay, once people are angry, they will try to destroy the favorite of the target. Okay, so we have to be careful. Okay, since there's so many people close to us, all right, and we know each other very well, and they could hurt us, and we could hurt them also. Okay, all of us will be victimized by our hatred if we lost control over it. How to control it? So this is metta bhavana. Metta bhavana is the meditation, is the meditative method which is so common in Buddhism to curb the hatred. All right. Okay. If let's say one day, okay, you saw the advertisement there, okay, one day you see the advertisement, and you are recommended to join Metta Bhavana 5-day, 7-day retreat, okay. Usually this is more common in Theravada. You are recommended to join, all right. The reason is the target of Metta Bhavana is human, not like Anapanasati. Class, can you answer me? What is the target of Anapanasati? It's the breath, right? It's the breath. But the Metta Bhavana, the target is the human. It's a human being. So we need to say that this is more suitable for the layman. Because when you start, open your eye, the first person, you will start see the people, okay? And you go to the job, and then when you come back, okay, you just keep on seeing so many people, all right? But for monk, okay, we can live isolatedly, all right? Then we won't see any people. So sometimes Anapanasati not totally suit certain people. If you meditate over well, too well, if your performance so well, please stop meditate, okay? When should you stop meditate? First, you don't want to talk so much. You don't want to talk so much. Why? Because the tranquility make you your tranquility will make you speak less. Firstly, okay. Second, the tranquility. Okay. Second, you start to be passive mentally. Okay. You don't want to think so much. You just want to meditate and enjoy the tranquility and the mind. Don't want to think so much. You see, when you involve in the business, when you involve in the human, you have to think a lot. All right. Your mind, your mind. If there's a choice for your mind, your mind prefer quiet, passive rather than active and the trouble. Okay. But if you notice that your mind turns in this direction, which is even though it is good, but you have to stop. All right. Okay. So I think for the layman like you who is still working, okay, it is not necessary for you to aim for the first jhana, second jhana to the deep. It's not necessary. As long as the defilement is controllable under you, especially the hatred and the greedy, that will be good enough. Okay. So this is abandoning hatred. All right. Okay. So Metta Bhavana. Okay. If let's say we continue with the Dharma class, which is the way to Buddhahood, okay, we will broadly discuss about the abandoning hatred and also the greed. Everything will be more detailed in this one, the way to the Buddhahood, okay. So the third one is abandoning sloth and torpor, okay. Class, please read through it. Sloth.
Sloth is lastliness or abundance of mind, its characteristic is the lack of driving power. Its function is to dispel and lead. It is manifested as the sinking of the mind. Its proximate cause is unwise attention to order, drowsiness, etc. Torpor, Vida. Torpor is the morbid state of the mental factors. Its characteristic is unwillingness. Its function is to smother. It is manifested as moving or as moving and sleepiness. Its proximate cause is the same as that of sloth.
Please highlight the point. May I know why all of you shows sluggishness? It seems not that active. Do you sleep enough and eat enough, class? Yes, sir. But you show a little bit sluggishness. Yeah, show a little bit. Alam Damai famous for thunderstorm. We are the area which always hit by the strong thunderstorm. Okay. My neighbor told me. Okay. Yes. Okay, we go through another video clip before the discussion. Okay, about the sloth and the torpor. Okay, before I go through it, maybe I try to explain a little bit about the greed and hatred. All right. The class, once you reach the first jhana, your greed and hatred will be subside. Okay, if let's say you meditate well, quite well, all right, you will notice that the greedy and the hatred will subside and dissipate temporarily. And without the existence of both of it, you really feel enjoy. But of course, it is triggerable. Okay, once you go to see somebody which you dislike, okay, or if you see something which is a favorite, all right, maybe in the beginning it doesn't arise, but later on, the jhana lapses, the thing will come back again. Okay, all right. In order, if you wish to totally get rid of greedy and hatred, you have to attain the path and the fruit. Okay. Path and fruit is the attainment for the nibbana. All right, it is related to the nibbana, and it will totally eradicate it. All right, we'll discuss it in the later. Okay. Now let's go to the. We go through a video clip that it seems everybody yawning. Okay, yawning has something to do with this. Okay, sloth and torpor. All right. Okay. Once we show the sloth, okay, this is the function of the sloth to dispel the energy. Okay, it seems that we feel with no mood to do the thing. There's a few reasons to cause the sloth. First, your sitting position. Okay, if you can sit by strengthen to make your vertebra straight, usually you can avoid the sloth by sitting straight. Okay. Why? The reason is once the energy can move smoothly throughout the vertebra, okay, and the blood and the chi can reach the brain, so it can avoid the sloth and torpor. Okay, so this is the first reason. Secondly, is maybe mentally you are not interested in certain things, so you will start to feel sloth and torpor. Okay, we found that people usually when they are not interested in something, they will start to get sloth, all right, and torpor, all right. And then the third one, maybe your mind. Okay, this is a few reasons, all right. How to we tackle it? Okay, there's another method of meditations can help us to be more alert. Okay. This is the meditation I'm going to recommend you. We can just have a try. Okay. We call it the contemplation of the light. Let's take a look to the light, the bulb. Okay. Do you see the bulb? Okay. Please try to visualize the light within your mind. Okay. Now you can try it out. Okay. Once you manage to visualize it, please close your eye and try to maintain the existence of the light. Please try it out. Okay. Once you saw it, once you see it, you can close your eye and make it appear and visualize it in your mind. Okay, may I know who is managed to visualize it? Put up your hand. Okay, good. All right. Okay, if let's say you manage to visualize it, okay, during the process of visualization, the blood and the energy will be drawn out. It makes you alert. Why during Anapanasati, Mardin claims that you cannot sleep? The reason is once you start to put attention in the upper part of the body, all the blood and the chi draw up here, so you can't sleep. Okay, meaning to say that once your mind is overactive, you should visualize and meditate the subject at the lower part of the body, so you can bring the blood and the energy down. All right, but once you start to turn sloth and torpor, you have to meditate on the upper part. You have to meditate on the object which is at the upper part of the body. The Anapanasati or visualize the light. Even is the better. So this is we so-called another method of meditation, which is meditate on light. It's the same. It's something, all right, we introduced to you. But anyway, it is not necessary to do everything at the same time. We just introduce you, okay? Basically, if you do work well with Anapanasati, just Anapanasati itself is good enough to tackle all the defilement, all right? Let's take a look. It is manifested as the sinking of the mind its proximate cause is unwise attention to boredom, drowsiness. Yes, once you have the attention to the boredom and drowsiness, then you start to feel sloth and torpor. Okay. Then another reason to cause you sloth and torpor is due to the, how to say, maybe due to the weight of your chakra. Okay, the chakra and the meridian. This is not in the aspect of the Buddhism, but this is widely explained in our Chinese medicine. All right, the meridian and the chakra. Okay, now usually, basically, if let's say you show the sluggishness, there must be some blockage in your chakra. Probably all the chakra, or maybe 4 or 5 out of 7 chakra have been blocked. So you show sluggishness. Okay, how? There's totally 14 meridian within our body. The blockage for one of the meridian is already enough to cause you sluggishness. One is already enough. Okay. So basically, you have to find out which one meridian block, and you have to channel the energy from the strong one to the weak one, and you will get back the energy. You will be energized. Okay. How is the symptom? If one day you notice that you seem sluggish until even one piece of tofu also you don't want to lift it up, so maybe you have some blockage in your meridian. Okay. Anyway, maybe not this session. I will show you in the future. Usually it's in the meditation class. Okay, I have to show you why. The reason is I have to encounter this problem. I have already encountered this problem more than 20 years already. So I know it very well, the 14 meridian and how the blockage influences us. And basically, one more point is about the hatred. Okay, if let's according to my experience, once the hatred arises, it means that 7 of the chakra all block up. The block up of all the 7 chakra can cause you feel hatred also. Okay, but how to check the chakra open or block, and also the meridian will show you, but not this class. In the future class, I will show you. If you have the problem, basically the way I know this, Qigong, yoga, and the Chinese medicine, they help you in terms of the meridian and the chakra. But for Buddhism, we help you in terms of psychologically. Meaning to say, you will start to visualize something. Once you start to visualize some things, you start changing your mental state. All right. One method is not enough for everybody. If let's say the Buddhism method is good for you, it's not necessary for you to learn every method. Not that necessary. But if it doesn't work for you, you have to look for another alternative. Okay. For me as a monk, it's better for me to learn many methods so that I can help different type of the people. Okay. I can help a variety of the people. All right. So it's about the sloth and torpor. All right. Okay. Then the torpor is the media, is the morbid state of the mental factor. The characteristic is unwildness. All right. Let's take a look. This is as nodding and sleepiness. Okay. Sloth torpor both comes together. Okay. It shows a sleepiness and as nothing. Okay. Basically, if you do well in Anapanasati and once you above to the first jhana, sloth and torpor no more appears. If let's say you meditate until your nimitta appears, generally you will sleep together with your nimitta. You will embrace your nimitta and sleep, and usually you will notice that you don't really fall asleep, but you are really resting, but rest by embracing your nimitta. Once you wake up, you will be fully charged. So this is a different way already. If let's say you meditate well, especially with the arises of your nimitta. Okay, what is nimitta? We discuss later in further. All right. Okay, maybe I can tell you nimitta is like a spotlight which is appeared in front of you. All right, and once you meditate better and better, the light will become stronger and stronger. Usually, it should be stable. It should be stable. Okay, and in front of you, and at the beginning, it is far from you and it's not that bright. Okay, so the longer you meditate, the nimitta will getting closer and closer to you, and it will get brighter and brighter to you. So that is we so-called nimitta. Okay, the light should be stable, Okay, and the light shouldn't be scattered around. It should be stable. Okay, so this is the symptoms of a concentration mind. Okay, this is a symptom of concentrated mind. Okay, so this is about the sloth and torpor. Okay, basically, just only the sage, fourth stage arahant, can totally remove sloth and torpor. Okay, as you and I, we still need to sleep. We still need to sleep in order to recharge, okay, our body. Okay. But can you imagine a person who can survive without sleeping? Can you imagine? Okay, in yoga there is a skills. It's so-called sleepless sleep. Yes. This is common in yoga in yoga. Okay. I don't know how common is it, but it is shared by my yoga friend. A sleepless sleep. A sleepless sleep. Yeah, this is okay. Please copy down sleepless sleep. Okay. Maybe one day, okay, when you encounter a high yoga master, you can learn from him how to practice the sleepless sleep. Finally, you no need to sleep. So what to do during the night time? What? Yeah. No, this is the expertise of yogaism, not Buddhism. Okay. I can tell you who managed to do this. The name is Swami Veda. Swami Veda. I met a yoga teacher in Sabah. Okay. We talked well, and he shared a lot of information regards yogas to me. All right. And he mentioned to me that his master can survive without sleeping. So what did he do? No, just every day. No need to sleep. No, actually he meditate, but the meditative method is so-called sleepless sleep, meaning to say that by using the method, he doesn't need to sleep, and he can recharge immediately. And once he is awakening, he just do a lot. He just edit the bowl. He just think for the way to propagate the yoga, do all the things. Okay, but for you, I think if you can, if let's say you're really awakening the whole day, I don't know, I think you will worry what to do, right? Because everybody's sleeping. Even though the Facebook, all your friend is already sleeping. What can you do? Okay. Yeah, I think he won't.
How many percent yoga master can do without sleep?
I don't know. I don't think there's so many. Must be the top level. Because in Buddhism, first jhana attainer can enjoy sleepless. And then the first stage arahant also can be sleepless. These two type of people is obviously in Buddhism. All right. Okay. But yoga, I don't really know. Okay. So I just introduce you. Okay. So hopefully one day, okay, you can you can look for somebody to teach you. Okay. Okay, then we go to the abandoning worry and restlessness. Okay. Please copy down the remarks in red before we continue. All right. Helen, how about the visibility? Is this good enough for you? No need another light. No need. No. The ring gone already. Ring and thunderstorm. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Yo, for how many decades you have never write something before? You didn't write anything for how many decade? Not that frequent. You text the message more frequent, right? You are more familiar with the keyboard, right?
Yes.
How suffering are you by copying down something? Yeah. If let's say I target to the millionaire, I think I really have to remove all the copying part. Everything, maybe everybody just bring the iPad, everything just go through the iPad. I have to change the method. No people want to write anything, anymore. Okay, please read through it. Okay, worry. Kukucha.
Kukucha is worry or remorse. After having done wrong, its characteristic is subsequent regret. Its function is to sorrow over what has and what has not been done. It is manifested as remorse. Its proximate cause is what has and what has not been done. It is wrongs of omission and omissions.
Udacha.
Restlessness or agitation characteristic of this gratitude. Like water dripping up by the wind, its function is to make the mind unsteady. As wind makes a better river, it is manifested as joy. Its proximate cause is unwise attention to mental display.
Okay, let's talk about worry. Okay, well, in Chinese culture, it is very common we say that two things you have to do on time in order to avoid kukucha. One is filial piety. Second is the good deed. People used to remorse, especially they are not filial piety to the parents. Okay, once they are alive. And people used to regret and remorse once their parent no more. Since they want to repay them, it is too late to repay them once they are no more in the world. All right. Second is about the good deed. All right. Well, the good deed will go on. I mean, the opportunity to perform the good deed is very precious. Okay. If you don't grasp the opportunity, you will be kukucha if, let's say, you don't grasp the opportunity to do it. Okay, we used to use this picture once we talk about the kukucha. Let's take a look whether you see the picture before or not. It's this one. Have you ever watched this picture before? The picture is about what?
Voucher waiting for the...
How about a voucher? What voucher? Oh, this is not eagle, right? This is what we call a voucher. Okay, a voucher. Yes. Okay.
Waiting to eat the children.
The child. Okay. Do you know the photographer has been awarded a Pulitzer Prize in photographer group, and Pulitzer Prize is equivalent like an Oscar in the movie. But do you know what is the outcome? What is the consequence for the winner? Yes, he committed suicide. Oh, he committed suicide due to the controversy for the picture. Why? Because the people claim that, why don't you save the child by just take the photograph and let the child be eaten by the vulture? See or not? Well, what made the photographer commit suicide is the kukucha. He regrets. Okay. Oh well, if you go deeper, maybe there will be more story or what. Okay, but we are not in the position to verify it. Okay, but we just use this case to explain kukucha. Okay, so make sure that no more kukucha in your heart. All right. I remember I have gone through an article which is informal. Among all the defilement, all right, greedy, anger, sloth and torpor, and kukucha, some they categorize kukucha is the most serious and most strong power. Why? Because it can cause you commit suicide. The greedy and the anger wouldn't make you have the feeling to commit suicide, to kill yourself. But kukucha, yes. Since you feel so uncomfortable and due to once you miss the opportunity to save a life, especially to save a life. Okay. So this is the kukucha. Okay. And then the next is about the sloth and the torpor. All right. The restlessness. Okay. It is easy to know the restlessness once you are in the daydreaming. Do you enjoy your daydreaming? Okay. When you sit and do nothing, the mind keep on wandering, right? So this is so-called restlessness. Okay. According to Buddhism, restlessness is a loophole where your energy flow up. If let's say you can control your mind without restlessness, maybe it is not necessary for you to take so many food. Sometimes, especially the young people, I think both of you, okay, no matter how much you eat, it seems not easy for you to get fatter. I think probably it's due to the restlessness. Okay, if you can avoid the restlessness, usually you can get fatter. Why? Because the nutrient will be burned out through the restlessness. You think it's a logic for you? Logic. I think it really depends on individual. Some they're still getting fat, even though they breathe only and drink the water. Am I right? But some, no matter how, just keep on thin. They're just thin only. Why? The reason is because most of the energy burn out through the restlessness. Okay. And usually the good meditator, they can. They can survive by eating very less. Okay. Okay, now we go to the abandoning the doubt. Okay, class. Okay, we fail to build.
We fail to build confidence due to doubt. Our effort is fruitless if we are doubt to dharma, such as handicap, necessity, and gain nothing even traveling. There are three kinds of doubt. Firstly, doubtful to ourselves, self-degrading, incapability or falsehood. This attitude may cause difficulty in developing our samadhi. One who wishes to develop samadhi should not self-believing or past life karma, since the future is uncertain. Secondly, we are doubtful of our child. How can we see his true deportment and appearance? Such skeptical and arrogance is detrimental to samadhi. We may remove it by the removing according to Mahayana Sutras. We do not abandon our hearts because there is gold inside. We have to contemplate the Acharya as Buddha, even though he is not pure in God. Thirdly, skeptical towards the Dharma, thus resulting in poor execution of Dharma.
Please highlight the point. So Helen, do you prefer painting or copying? Maybe painting lah. Painting more easy lah. Okay, last but not least is the abandoning doubt. Okay. That meaning to say that you are not faithful to somebody, something, or method. You disbelieve it, and you change your stand from time to time. So this is the so-called doubt. Okay. In Buddhism, especially religions, we emphasize on doubt, especially once you practice the Qigong and the meditation. What is the reason? Okay. It is about the alpha wave and the beta wave. Okay, class, if let's say you are keep on doubting, or you are keep on asking the question, is really the Qigong work, is really the meditation work, you are in the beta stage. Once you are in the beta stage, meaning to say you are alert all the time. Once you alert all the time, you can hardly feel the change. I mean, there won't be any change physically and mentally. If let's say you begin with the trust, all right, your brain wave will turn to become alpha wave. Alpha wave is the wave which will trigger the flow of the energy within your body, and also there will be some change physically and mentally. So this is why maybe if you do the academic pursuit, you have to begin with a doubt. You have to be always doubt in order to write a better thesis, to compose a better thesis, due to asking the question and ask the good question. But in meditation and the Qigong, you have to begin with the trust in the first place. Why? Because once the trust can tune your brain wave to the alpha wave, and things will happen. I mean the changing, especially the flow of the energy and the triggering of the energy in your dantian, in the abdomen. You have to begin with the trust first. But of course, how to avoid trust the wrong people, you have to do research in the first place. But once you decide to trust and pay your trust to him, then you have to really how to say 就是当你打算相信了当你打算决定相信了，你就信到底。How should I speak in Mandarin? 你信到底So how to speak in English Trust until to the end. Really got in English Somebody say. So how to translate? Trust until you die. Trust wholeheartedly no trust until you die, or no true trust. This is the real English. This is how to be called it, like Queen's English. Am I right? Not the Queen's English, the real English. Okay, all right. Okay. Well, so this is the point. Okay, let's take a look. You see, if let's say you don't have any trust, you come to the temple. You like a handicapped person, and handicapped person which is without a hand, you gain nothing. Especially if you discover about the some sutra like Avatamsaka Sutra. So Avatamsaka said that the belief is so important, and it is the it is a starting point for you in the Dharma. Okay, if you're always skeptical, you can hardly begin. All right. Okay, like here you said, handicapped person without hand, you will gain nothing, even traveling treasury mountain. Okay. Okay. Once we talk about the trust, okay, in our Buddhism tradition, especially if you go to the Myanmar, Thailand, and also Tibet, okay, we have a traditional system that the teacher will adopt a student. Okay, in our Sangha community, there will be hundreds and thousands Sangha. I mean, they live together and learn together. Basically, the student have rights to choose the acharya, the teacher, and the acharya has rights to choose the student. Traditionally, in Tibetan, they take 3 years to observe a student. And also it takes 3 years, and the vice versa also. 3 years, once you decide he is your student or he is your teacher, you have to trust wholeheartedly, including the teacher requests you to jump from a cliff. You have to jump. Oh, yes. The cliff, right? The cliff or the cliff. You have to jump. Meaning to say the whole heart is including to abandon your life. Okay. But this is in the Tibetan tradition. This is the reason why in Tibetan tradition, they are so emphasized on trust to the guru. Okay. But of course, nowadays, this type of perception can be manipulated by them also. Have you ever heard about that? Some Tibetan monks, maybe it's a bogus one, okay, they take opportunity, they cheat the devotee in terms of money and even in terms of the body. Okay. Why? The reason is because some bogus monk, they know, by knowing that, okay, the devotee have to pay trust to the Rinpoche, to the Guru, especially this section, so they will manipulate it. So, I mean, nowadays, it is, maybe in traditional Tibetan, you can still see this type of culture, but in modern place, like in Taiwan or the big city, generally people wouldn't trust wholeheartedly, especially the disclosure of this type of cases. So, all of you, I mean, have to be careful, all right? Okay, by learning the Dharma is so important. Why? Because you are no more ignorant. For example, after finishing the meditation for beginners, you already have some fundamental of the Buddhism, and it helps you to judge and verify your second teacher. This is the important thing. Okay, if the second teacher says something which is very different from what you learn here, you have to be skeptical and be careful. Okay, so this is important. You must have a beginning point first. Okay, firstly, doubtful to ourselves by self-degrading. Yes, you cannot, you must be trust to yourself. If you're doubtful to yourself, you can't attain in samatha. Once you do anapanasati, you will start, if you keep on asking that, is the matter right? Can I really attain first jhana by this method? If you keep on asking and you and also you blame yourself that and you're asking how to say and you doubtful to yourself that I think I can't. It is impossible for me to success in meditation. If you keep on self-grading yourself, finally quite sure you can't success in meditation. Well, in Buddhism, there's one method is exceptional, which is the Nian Fo Fa, Western Pure Land. Western Pure Land is the method which allows you to pay a trust to Abhidhamma. Okay, even though you don't have any trust over yourself, it doesn't matter. As long as you wholeheartedly trust Abhidhamma, and the Abhidhamma, by chanting the name of Abhidhamma, the Abhidhamma income will come and brings you to the Western Pure Land. So this is the exception. For especially for those who the faint type of people, they prefer this method, Abhidhamma Western Pure Land, because the faint type people, they don't have confidence for themselves. They used to doubtful for themselves. Western Pure Land is the good method, provide a good Western Pure Land is the good alternative for them. Okay, but here the way I see Michelle, Mardin, I think both of your character prefer meditation rather than the Western Pure Land. Helen and Mr. and Mrs. Yo, I still don't fully understand how is your character yet. Okay, especially Helen. It doesn't look like a businesswoman with very ambitious. It doesn't look like, But Michelle and Mardin, their appearance shows that they are confident people. They are the intelligent people. So they are more self-independent. These type of people, they won't choose Western Pure Land. They prefer meditate. I want to enlighten by myself. You know that, okay, by all. And we, Mr. V, yes, is the same type like Mr. Yo. But Mrs. V is strong. she is the businesswoman. So this type of people, they prefer independence. They will want to meditate and attain by themselves. Am I right? I think so. Okay. I think your husband is more like a prefer Chan for Western Pure Land, I think. Your husband, very dependent. Very dependent. Okay. So I think we need times to verify Helen his character. Maybe middle half or half. So we don't know how to categorize you. Okay. Well, this is important. We will do one test later on, but not this class to check your character, your characteristic and your trait. Then from here, you can choose your method of meditation, and you can and from here you can choose a method of meditation for you. All right. Okay. Secondly, doubtful for the teacher. So I think you have already go through. Our class is almost finished Okay. No matter how doubtful you are, once the class ends, you have to look for another teacher. All right. Thirdly, skeptical towards the Dharma. Thus resulting in poor execution of the Dharma. You have to trust to the Dharma. You have to trust to the method. You have to trust to the material which you go through. If you don't trust, you won't keep on doing this. Okay. So I hope that you will have trust. You won't. I hope that my English won't make you lost your trust in the Dharma, because not that fluent yet. Okay. I hope you won't influence your confidence. Is it okay? You won't lost confidence due to my poor language. You won't Okay. Okay. As long as you understand So that's the point Don't come here to look for my grammar mistake. You better go to the English course. Okay. Here I don't run the English course. I just run the Dharma course. Okay. Okay. Now we go to the practice. Okay. Meditating by sitting. Samatha is the body adjustment. Do you remember? First lesson, we have gone through the body adjustment. B is the breath adjustment. We have a various of the method of the breathing. Okay, so B1, we go through the method of the breathing. A is about the wind. Okay, please go through it during all.
After vigorous exercise, such as playing basketball, the speed and strength of breathing is similar to typhoon. This is not suitable for meditation. Yes, you are depressed and sedentary. Once you are scared, nervous, weak, and excited, you should lie down for rest and meditate only after the hour.
Okay. Please. C. Okay. Breath.
This is normal breath, which is durable, and 16 to 18 times for each minute. This is the minimum requirement and the physical speed for breathing.
Please highlight the point. Okay. Heavy rain. I cannot exercise because I am in the progress in reducing my weight. Jogging is football. Football is strong enough to reduce. It's vigorous enough to reduce the weight.你哋有冇人做虧心事喺呢度啊？ All the thunderstorm will enter our room, okay, will enter the temple, okay. 咩？超車快嚟冇啦，冇咁慘啦。Okay, okay. So the first is the wind. Okay, so after the vigorous exercise, you are not suitable to do anapanasati. Okay. So the vigorous exercise meaning to say you are just never be okay. Please don't do this because the breathing is not. This type of breathing is not suitable for meditation. Second is the gaps. If you are depressed and certain, you should have a rest first. Okay, and once you are nervous, sick, weak, and excited, you should lie down for the rest and do the meditation after the recovery. But here I want to add in one point. The purpose you come to learn meditation is to make yourself can recover from depressed, nervous, sick, weak faster than the one who, for those without learning the method. Okay, I hope that before you graduate from the class, you must be able to enjoy. You must be able to to call out the enjoy. You need to say that you can feel the joy during the meditation. Why? If let's say you really can enjoy during the meditation, meaning to say that once you are awake, you can immediately to recover. The process of joy in meditation means means what? Means the immunization system of your body have been triggered. All right. Okay. So once you are depressed or you are awake, and if you choose to meditate immediately, you trigger your immunization system and auto recovery system. Then meaning to say that you will back to the normal. Okay, once you meditate. But of course, you must be able to feel the joy in the meditation in the first place. The joy in the meditation is the key to make you recover from the depressed and the weak. Okay, this is the key point. Okay, if let's say during your graduation you still cannot feel the joy, you can hardly to use it once you need it. Why? Because if you use the analogy, meaning to say that your knife is not sharp enough for you. If the experience of joy, but if let's say you do have the experience of joy, your knife is sharp enough for you once you need it to settle the problem of depressed and the weak. Okay. C is the breath, is the chi. Okay. So this is the normal breath. But anyway, you are joining a group sitting in Shah Alam. So I hope that do you get the peace of joy or not at that group sitting? Oh, you got it. So this is important. Okay. Congratulations. Okay. So maybe just next time try the 1 day retreat. See whether you can prolong the joy or not. Okay. Yeah, Madin did well. How about you? You are not doing well. Yeah. Michelle experienced. But Michelle, I didn't see you attend the group sitting some more. Since you say you have a good experience in the group sitting. Oh, because busy lah.
Because the class is continuously, we get very exhausted.
Oh, I see. Because
Wednesday I joined the Chinese one, then Friday got, then Saturday got meditation.
Oh, I see. So better you graduate first. Okay, then you can join that lah. Okay. So good planning lah. Because everybody is working. You can't commit so many things already.
Once we reach back, it's very late and there are a lot of things to prepare for the next day.
I see. You still have to cook. All right. Oh, I see. You mentioned to me before the case. I know that. Okay. So the C is the breath, the chi. This is a normal breath, which is hearable. It's about 16 to 18 times for each minute. Okay. If you are too free and nothing to do, you can count for it. See whether you reach the 16 or 18 times for the breath or not. Okay. So in next lesson, we'll continue with the C and the abdominal breathing, womb-like breathing, and the tortoise-like breathing. Okay. Let me take a look. I think I will still maybe take 1 or 2 more lessons to finish it. Okay, including the open book test. I think at least 2 more lessons to finish it. Okay. Okay. So I think